Let me just start by saying this is a very monumental day for me. So, a bunch of big stuff I had in the works. For some of you guys that already follow me and some of my friends, you already know what I have here. But, and some of you know the plans. I've let you guys in on some of the plans, but let's just know that in a couple months I'm getting ready to go through with everything, and I'll talk about that shortly. But first, I'll take you through my cars. So this is my pride and joy, my beautiful 92 NA1 NSX, imported from Japan. I bought it back in July. It just got here in October. Came on RPF1s. It had a lot of good tasty bits. It's got a carbon back Brid Zeta 3 spoon cluster, NSX shift boot. The interior is really clean. I love this car so much. I can't remember the name. It's a JDM harness bar. I can't remember the name of the brand. Got this BS wing. It's an NSXR wing, but obviously it's not real because who would paint a carbon fiber wing? It's got NA2 JDM tails, and then other than that, the exterior is stock besides the craft squares, and as you can tell on the front, this is a discontinued burn-up front bumper. What I've done to it is so far is I just put a short hub on the car. I switched the wheels. I threw on some Regis. I threw an HKS intake on, and I've been refreshing some of the older interior parts. It needed a new window regulator, so I bought new window regulators for both sides. I've only changed the driver's side. I need to change the passenger side still. I have a bunch of new bits for stuff like a new AC vents, because I have like a little defect right there on like my AC. So I got a whole new brand new AC vents and clock. So I gotta throw those in at some point. But then I threw an HKS intake on. I don't even know what it looks like in here right now. Hopefully it's clean still. But probably not gonna stay up because it's not warm. But I got new struts. I just need to put them on. But it'll stay up with the engine hatch. Eventually I'll get a carbon engine hatch. I'll end up doing the engine bay at some point. I want to get headers and do the valve covers eventually. Redo the tank cover. But yeah, I got my little HKS intake in there. But I mean, I'm gonna keep this one pretty simple for now. I mean, down the road, if I get bored and I have some money, maybe I'll do ITBs. One of my best friends wants me to do the big the big hood scoop, the one that comes off the rear hatch. Big old snorkel. So I got mixed feelings about it. So you guys let me know what you think, if we should go snorkeling or not. So there's no real dents or anything, but there are some imperfections in the paint and just on this quarter panel. But there's other little minor imperfections for me. I'm gonna get the front bumper cleaned up. I'm real particular, so people that are like super close to me know if my car is not perfect, I can't have it, and I will paint a car. So this car is gonna get painted, and I'll tell you why. Well, I might as well go into it. Why jump around builds? So as you can see here, it has modifications, but why not have more? So I have a bunch of, this is just basically all OEM pieces between these boxes besides the J's Racing bag that I still need to put on this car. I just haven't had time. And then also I have like my Flash Pro for this guy. We'll get into this car in a second. But But yeah, everything in these boxes is pretty much OEM brand new parts for this guy right here. But coming soon, after I go to Laguna, I'm gonna drop this bad boy off at paint because I got some stuff I need to put on. This is not for just the NSX, but this is, so that's for the NSX. Those that know, it has a wing base, so that has it. Well, we'll get into that, but obviously you know what that is. That's a rear valence. I have an OEM one, NA1 on right now. It came with the NA1, but it was paint matched red, so I had bought one that was not paint matched. It looks 20 times better. It looked like it didn't even have a valence before, but I got a new valence. I'll let you guess what that is. And I did acquire some side skirts, and this big old box is a hood. There's a lot of boxes over here, so I will get into what they are. Disregard this box because it's not really a part. And then in here I have something special. It's just sitting in there. Thank you, Jose. But I have something that goes in the front corners. But yeah, so the car's gonna get pretty much an overhaul, and I'm going to paint the car. It looks, it does look great. Shout out to Justin. He did a hell of a job on the paint, but it was, you know, I had him do a temporary paint correction and ceramic coat. It looks amazing right now besides the imperfections, but for me, this is getting painted. But then the quarter panel on that side doesn't match this one, so that one's getting painted. And then the rear bumper doesn't match, and pretty much all NA1 and NFRs, the rear bumpers don't match. So that bugs me. That's got to go. Then the rear valence has to get painted. The wing comes with a wing base. The wing base has to be painted. So basically the entire rear end needs to be painted. Then what else? The doors are fine. This fender's fine. I will tell you, I do have a hood, so the hood's got to get painted. The front bumper's getting painted, and then this fender, it has, the paint was cracking a little bit. So the only thing, I don't know if you can tell or not about the mismatch in this, but you can tell over here. But yeah, basically the only thing, like if I didn't want to paint everything, would be my eyelids, that fender, the doors, and the roof. I mean, what are you gonna do? Not paint that stuff? So it only makes sense to paint it and have everything, you know, one color and all matching at one time. And it just, you know, it's my forever, my dream car. Like, you have to do it right. And yeah, is it gonna cost a lot of money? Yes. Am I gonna disclose how much it is? No. I'm not telling you so. But it's gonna be the very good job. I'm looking forward to it. I want to drop it off tomorrow, but my buddy made a good point. We are going to Laguna Seca, and I do want to drive this on the track, so might as well do it while, you know, before I go and the car is perfect and then I mess something up and it'll cost a lot of money to fix because I'm real picky about my car. So yeah, so that's what's up with this build. If you want me to do a deeper dive, I can and open everything up, but this is pretty as deep as you can go right now. But you know, maybe I'll have John do a video of the full build while we're doing it, or when it's done, maybe we'll do a whole in-depth build video or reveal. I'll have John do something. It'll probably be pretty cool for the channel, for his channel. Obviously, yo, it's John, Visual Auto Mart, so that's my guys. That's the team right there. So on to Mr. the Smurf vehicle, Boost Blue, my baby right here. This is the first, well, no, it's the second car I bought out of a showroom, brand new. But the first one was it was a lease to own, so it doesn't really count. And I sold that car for this one. It was an Acura TLX A-Spec. This is pre-Integras and TL Type S's and Integra Type S, whatever. So, yeah, this is my baby. Obviously, she's not looking too good right now. I had a bad off at Button Willow coming out of Fields Hill. Lost traction and understeered, splitter dug in the dirt, and you know what happens. Ripped off the whole bottom half of my bumper. With it, it took out my fender liners, my rain guard, the little metal piece that you slide on and off when you change the oil. I don't even know what that vent is called, but that's gone. Obviously my splitter, it did a good amount of damage, so to my under stuff. But shout out to the firemen at the track. They were able to recover my fender liners, and they're still in perfect condition. So I'll be taking this bumper off soon. I dropped the new one off at paint, and so it's getting painted right now. That's the remnants of my splitter bracket. So I've got to take this bumper off and start taking this bumper apart too. So I'm going to reuse the grill and the eyelids, obviously, and then the fog light covers, and then I'm going to take this to get repowder coated because it's seen better days. I actually drive my car, so yeah. I drive it and I track it, so it's gotten its fair share of beat, so it needs to be sandblasted and then repowder coated. So I'll probably get that done sooner than later. But I gotta take all the under plastics off, jack the car up, take the wheels off, and reapply the fender liners, the new rain guard, and all of that. But I've been acquiring some parts since last fall because I've wanted to do some things, and there were some parts. So as you can tell, I'm a big HKS guy. Let me see if I can get the key. I'll kind of go through this car. So obviously I bought it brand new. There's some info on this car on the Visual Automart Instagram page, but the interior is all stock besides little accessories. But yeah, so it's got Jay's hood and with the rock in it somewhere. But let me see if I can get a flashlight. So I've got full the carbon HKS intake. I love HKS, I love J's. I love all the JDM brands, honestly, but my two favorite are J's and HKS. I have HKS coilovers, J's racing strut bar, EVS tuning, front camber joints. What else? Coilrad intercooler. Coilrad radiator, HKS intercooler, and piping, HKS oil cooler. I don't know if I already repeated that. HKS, Legamax, exhaust. And then I also have, these are my track wheels, just some T37 SLs. And then my street wheels are bronze Vogue 21As. Sorry, I need some more lighting in my garage, but yeah, so Jay's Racing Wing, Seeker brake lines, white line rear sway bar, Mugen rear lip, Mugen rear tail lights, the side skirts, obviously, Cassell, the rear fender trim pieces. A lot of people hit me up about those. I like those. Awesome piece. The Mugen window visors, mandatory for I feel like all FK8s. Car looks so much better with it. And then yeah, so that's most of it. I mean, I'm probably missing stuff, but that's pretty much it for this vehicle. But yeah, so as you can tell, it was like a mix of a Mugen, mix of a J's build. It was always meant to be a J's build, but I found like a deal I couldn't pass up. It was too good to be true. I mean, not too good to be true, but it was too good to pass up. So I ended up buying the whole Mugen kit for stupid cheap. And yeah, so I got that, threw it on the car. And then I had always wanted to do a J's build, but I didn't want to spend the J's money yet. I had already had the hood and a bunch of other pieces, the grill and all that, and it was just sitting in my garage. And I went to Japan, and I was trying to figure out how I wanted to paint the hood, because a lot of people, they would paint the hood and either leave the vents unpainted or the scoop unpainted. And I was like, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? And I was like, I definitely don't want to do just the scoop unpainted. And then I seen their shop car. I went to the new J's Racing shop in Osaka. And I was probably one of the first people to ever go there. I got lost, so that was a long story. So basically, I went to Jay's, pulled up, and I was at the old shop, and it was deserted, and I was like defeated, because I was one of the main things, and one of the only things on my bucket list of things I wanted to do. And so then I went to like City Hall. They showed me where it was. I showed them the address. They showed me where it was, and I had to take a bus, then a taxi, and it dropped me off there, and it was awesome. And Hisaki and all those guys were amazing. It was crazy. They're having just like a meeting in there, and it was insane. So it was cool. So, but yeah, back to this build. I am gonna tell you what's up with this build. So it's time. It's gone. We're going full J's, but I'm still gonna have my Mugen side skirts and the Mugen rear lip. I like those pieces. They're gonna stay on the car. But this bumper is gonna come off. The grill's coming off this bumper, and the eyelets, I'm going to reuse them. But it's going to go on the new bumper. And in here is the carbon J's lip, this side wing, and the carbon, whatever you call it, it's canards. So that'll go on. Also, obviously, I told you I love HKS. So I had to order this from overseas because they don't sell it in the US. It's not even available. It's not an option. So I had to get the HKS downpipe and front pipe. And to go along with that is a new Terpski. So just doing it all at once. Why not? And I got a BBK for this car. That's why I have the new endless pads. So gotta go on here. And bye-bye OEM, because these did not do me well last time we were at Laguna Seca. So yeah, so that's what's new with this car. Both these builds are gonna be pretty dope. So it's gonna be a hot boy summer. Just tell you that right now. So yeah, so maybe we'll have John do some videos on these cars when they're ready. So yeah. But yeah, and I still need a splitter, so if anybody wants to donate money to my cause, let me know. But with that being said, peace.